Welcome to Redefine You Season 5. I'm Dan Baum. Over the last few years, this podcast has been a place to share powerful stories of redefinition and lightning strike moments, and to learn and grow with one another through adversity and change, even through a global pandemic. This season, to close out the college's 60th anniversary, we invited members of the community, past and present, to join us in sharing their favorite AACC memories. Be sure to check out all of this season's episodes, available now for your binge listening pleasure.
My name is Karen Jung, spelled Jung. I'm currently an employee at Arundel Community College and a graduate of Arundel Community College. Currently, I'm a program developer in the Department of Correctional Education and Continuing Education.
Oh, excellent. So what's your favorite AACC memory?
My favorite memory at Anne Arundel Community College would probably be going to class with some of my friends from high school. All my friends were going to Anne Arundel Community College. I initially was going to University of Maryland College Park to study interior design. They didn't have interior design at Anne Arundel back in the day, so I studied architecture. And I couldn't keep up with the guys in the class. I didn't know the difference between a 2x4 and what screw to use. So when it came time to build your gazebo out of balsa wood, it fell apart. I had to use needles, pins and needles. So I was just going to transfer, but a friend of mine that I went to high school with, she was studying retail management. And she says, "Oh, Karen, don't you want to stay and graduate? Because I'm not going to go further my education." I said, okay. So I asked my parents. They said yes. I ended up graduating and she didn't. And then from there, I went on to University of Maryland.
Oh, wow. That's incredible. Of course, we now have a great interior design program, so it's too bad it wasn't there when you first started.
I know.
So is there someone that you met through AACC who made an impact on you?
Yes, I could probably say two, and they were both professors. One professor was in the English department. I don't remember her name, but I do remember, and I was taken back that I missed the class, one of her classes, and she called me at home to let me know that there was going to be a quiz. And I really appreciated that. That was a good professor. I felt somebody really cared about my education. And then the other person was a professor, and he was in the sociology department, Professor Steele, I believe that's his name. And he was there a long time. And he said, "Wouldn't it be nice if you could pick your parents?" And I was thinking, I'd probably pick the same parents. I may want them to have a little bit more money, but I'd keep the parents I'd have. And he prompted me to go on and take Marriage in the Family, his other class that he was teaching. So I really learned a lot from his class.
Nice. Sounds like that first professor too had a really personal touch.
Mm-hmm, absolutely.
So how has being part of AACC redefined you?
Well, like I said, I never thought I would go to college, much less graduate. And I went on and got a bachelor's degree, then an MBA. After that, I went back to school and got an executive graduate certificate in human resource management, and then a graduate certificate in instructional system development. So knowing that somebody really cared about me and wanted me to succeed probably really defined me as far as my outlook on what school and learning was all about.
Sounds like it helped foster a sense of lifelong learning for you when you weren't necessarily seeing yourself that way in the beginning.
Yes, absolutely.
It's excellent. Well, thank you for sharing your story, Karen. I really appreciate that.
Okay, well, thank you.
Thank you for joining us for this special season of Redefine You, celebrating AACC's 60th anniversary. We hope this season inspires you to think about your own favorite AACC moments. How has being a part of this community, near or abroad, as a student, faculty or staff member, parent or friend, redefined you? Redefine You is a production of Arundel Community College. Our executive producer is Allison Baumbush, and our producer is Jeremiah Pravat. Others who help with this podcast include Amanda Behrens, Angie Hamlet, Ben Pierce, and Alicia Renahan. Special thanks to all our guests for sharing their stories. Subscribe, find show notes, and other extras on our website, aacc.edu/podcast. I'm your host and creator of this podcast, Dan Baum. Thanks for listening.